opening day in Detroit. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Braden Narvison out for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Jets 0. Jack Fox giving up for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Throwing, Cook. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
49-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. This defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on Bill was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now Cook. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
When an offense reads blitz, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people who are trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Cook. Throw well set is complete on the diving effort. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
A give running right is home. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run with Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Operating from the gun. Cook. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Goff now looks to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
New York.
Back to throw. Cook. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. These two teams all tied after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cook. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Cook. Got a man. It's Cook inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trey Palmer, 45 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
180.
Goff going to shift him around.
5. Twos. We go. 76. Turbo.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. The Lions at 6-4 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
What's that?
Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Like 20.
Well, now they'll shift things around. Just beating the play clock is gone. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
180.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's a second and 8.
We go tonight. 180.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
180.
Play action. It's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Narvis's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting room. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Rivers. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
Braylon Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, or not much time, we'll see how they play this. Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Like 20.
The final shot before break here. Gone. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
DC. 180.
They'll throw now on the final play. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To kick off for the Lions.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on second down. Cook. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball, they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Straight ahead is Hall to the 27-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Cook will set up the screen for Hall. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. The jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On first down, right back to Hall. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 38, Cook. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get into the ground at the Lions' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Trey Palmer.
Jets.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
180.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Goff now to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
120.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We go 76. 2 for 66.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 39 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Narvison for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Jets 28, Lions 25.
Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 44 yards rushing for them now to this point.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Cook. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
He's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Paul on a give up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
First down, Jets.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Paul again. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
19-18.
Operating from the gun. Cook. This pass out wide to Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
New York.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
70 Timberwolves.
Now Allen. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Cook. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Cook. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mason Taylor from 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
25.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Like 20.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
Hard ball. Hey, shell. That's it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked by Dexter Lawrence. In there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Off to the races. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about